Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be putting together my October perfume tray. So I'm going to start by recapping how September went. I'm going to start with the fragrance that I wore the least, or one of them that I wore the least. And that is the YSL Libre New. I think that's the name of this one. Let's see, is it on here? Yeah, Libre Low New. So I really like the way this one smells. I think it has really good performance and longevity. My only thing with it is that it was very sticky. Has anyone else tried this and had that same issue? I think when I first got it and tried it on, where I sprayed it, I didn't have a chance for it to like kind of, I guess, come into contact with other parts of my skin to feel that. But I, did a full body wear and it was just very sticky everywhere. I sprayed it and ended up touching. I did not like that. Aside from that, though, it's a beautiful fragrance. Again, good performance, good longevity. I really like it. I just don't know if I can get past the stickiness. Let me know if you also had that issue, or maybe I didn't shake it up enough, or I'm not supposed to shake it at all. Because that was very weird. I've not had a fragrance do that to me before. Let's move on to the little travel sizes. This was the Ellis Brooklyn Vanilla Salt. I wore this a couple of times. I'm still testing it out. I like the way it smells. I like the way it smells more as it wears longer on the skin. I think this is one that probably needs to sit for a little bit, though, and really kind of develop, and I'll come back to it. But I enjoyed it. I'm glad I have the travel. I don't know if it's full bottle worthy for me, but I enjoy it. I will continue to wear it, and I think I'll revisit it in spring after it's had a chance to sit for a while and really see what it's giving. Next, I also had the Parfums de Marly Valaya. I wore this a couple of times. You don't need a lot of spray, so even though I did wear it and reach for it, I only need a couple sprays and it lasts all day. It's got really good performance, so I did enjoy that, and we'll probably be getting a full bottle next time I see a good price on it. Let's see, what should I move on to next? Another one that I only reached for once or twice. This is the Juicy Couture Sucre. This smells really good. I really like the way this smells. I think I like it even more than the original Viva La Juicy Juicy Couture fragrance, which surprised me because there's a couple of notes in here, especially the cacao note in here I did not think I would enjoy. It smells really good. The only complaint I really have is the performance is absolutely awful. But what I am going to do is come back to this sometime early next year and see if maybe having some time to sit, it gets a little bit stronger and the performance gets a little better. It's a really nice smelling fragrance. I don't have any complaints about the actual scent profile, just that performance. It starts off really nice and then immediately within a few minutes becomes a skin scent. And I don't think that's the intention for these fragrances, right? The kind of campaign in the bottle seems like it should be kind of loud and a little more verbose than what I'm getting. Okay, let's move on to my Dior Pure Poison. This one is one I'll just continue reaching for. This is one of my easy reach perfumes, but I was just now breaking into the new bottle. Love this fragrance. Again, I find it good for all occasions. Great signature scent. Smells fantastic. Glad to have another bottle. This is the Giorgio Armani C. This is the original one. I think I wore this once or twice. I don't think I'm ready for it, like season-wise. I think I wanted whether that was a little bit cooler. And September was still pretty warm. It cooled down, so it's not, roast you alive hot, but it was still pretty warm. So I'll reach for this more during the fall when I'm going out and about, and I can, have the cooler fall weather really kind of wafted around me. This is the Love Don't Be Shy Oh Fresh from Kilian. You can see the dip or the dent that I made in this one. I reached for this one quite a bit. I really enjoy this. I like the entire line. this one might be my favorite. I'm not sure. I really love the original and I really like the extreme. I like them all. But this one is definitely maybe an easier reach because it's a little fresher. So I really enjoyed that. Glad I got my hands on it and a chance to wear it before it gets cold out. I also had Juice Box Cheeky Smile. This is newer to my collection. I hauled it not that long ago, and you can see I did make a little dent in there. I wore this quite a bit. I wore it on its own. I tried layering it with other fragrances, and I will say I don't really like layering it. I think there was only one fragrance I layered it with, and I actually like enjoyed the wear all day. I tried it with a Flur body mist. That'll be in a future fall haul. And it really made that Flur body mist just last all day. But this is one I just kind of enjoy on its own as, you know, a warm, sweet, musky, amber molecular scent. It smells really good. Easy reach, lasts all day on my skin. I really enjoy it and one I will continue to reach for. Then I had the Parfums de Marly. There was a lot of Parfums de Marly last month. Safenade, I did reach for this a couple of times. And this is another one I just will continue to reach for throughout the fall. It smells so good. I actually wore this maybe 2 days ago, and I was just living my best life. It smelled so good. And I have to say that the performance has gotten better and slightly stronger the longer I've had it. So it definitely lasts longer. I don't feel the need to maybe reapply it at all during the day. So really loving this one. It's a beautiful orange blossom fragrance. Some purple florals, slightly powdery if you're into that. Then I also have Kayali from the same house. Oh, this smells so good. I reached for this a couple times. Another one that I will continue to reach for. It layers great with a lot of other fragrances. It wears beautifully on its own. I really like this one. If you haven't tried it and you are a fan of the house, I do recommend if you can get your nose on it or a sample, give it a try. It's not one that gets talked about too often, but it is a really pretty, easy type of niche fragrance to get started with. And the last one is Juliette Has a Gun, Pear Ink. I wore this a lot. I will continue to reach for it. See, I'm making some progress in the bottle. I love this fragrance. It's my favorite from the house that I've tried so far. I haven't tried that many, but I've definitely smelled quite a few. And it's just an easy, you know, clean, fresh, straight out of the shower, go to the gym, run errands type of fragrance. The bottle nozzle is really messy and can get leaky, which is kind of annoying. So that makes me feel like I probably wouldn't repurchase it. Not to mention I have some other fragrances like that, and there's other fragrances that I want to try that are in the same scent family, and I don't want to be too redundant in my collection. But I love this fragrance. I have zero complaints about the scent, the longevity, performance, any of that. I'm really lucky. It wears really beautifully on my skin. So now let's move into what I'm going to be reaching for or trying to reach for in October. Since we are now officially in fall, I'm going to start off with two of my favorite fragrances that kind of I enjoy reaching for as soon as it calms down or cools down, because in the middle of summer, I just rarely want to wear these. It's too hot where I am, and I don't enjoy the way the scent performs on my skin. So the first one is Valentino Donna Born in Roma. I love this fragrance. This is my second bottle. I wear this from fall all the way until it starts getting too hot to wear it. It's almost a year-round scent, but usually by the time we hit June, I don't really reach for it much unless I'm going to be like inside air conditioning. I know it's not going to get too hot. So I'm excited to be able to just reach for this as much as I want because it's finally cooled down a bit. And the other one is Kayali's Deja Vu White Flower. This is also my second bottle. Love this fragrance. It is my favorite from the house. It's really beautiful white floral with some fruity touches. So that's another one that's an easy reach for me. If I don't know what I want to wear, I spritz it on. It layers well with so many other things, so many other Kayali fragrances. I just love it. And it gets better with age. When you get it, it's a little bit lighter, but as it, matures, the performance improves, it lasts longer, and the scent also gets a little bit richer and more complex. It's really beautiful. Let's see here. Another one I am looking forward to reaching for in the fall is Amouage Portrayal Woman. I really love this fragrance. This is a white floral and tobacco vanilla fragrance. It's really interesting. I really enjoy it when I wear it. This is when, like, the longer it wears on my skin, the nicer and more intoxicating it becomes. So I want to make sure it gets wears. This is one that's going to take me forever to get through because I really only have to spritz a couple of sprays on it and it just lasts all day with no need for a touch-up. Let's see, what do we want to do next? So a fragrance that I have been craving quite a bit recently is this Clean Reserve Skin. It's a nice, exactly what it sounds like, fresh, clean, musky skin scent, slightly sweet, just a little bit salty, really nice. There's a leather or a suede note in here. I can't remember, but I really love this one. Let's put it over here. And I actually reached for it a lot in September, so I figured I might as well put it on the October tray, and so I can just have at it. Next, I will be putting on the Narciso Rodriguez Musk Noir Rose. This is such a beautiful fragrance, especially if you like musk. It has obviously rose, plum, I believe, and vanilla in there. And it's this light, airy, fluffy, yet deep and intoxicating fragrance. It's really beautiful. I think it would make a great signature scent. I feel like this is one I can reach for all seasons. Like, it's great in the wintertime because of those deeper notes, but it is a muskier, airy type of fragrance, so it's good in the summertime too. So this is one of my favorite fragrances in my collection. This is Tom Ford's Fucking Fabulous, and I love this. This is definitely a unique scent profile. There's, I think, lavender, clary sage, definitely leather, maybe some fruit notes. I can't remember what else is in here. There's a lot of notes in here, but I love the way it smells. But this is not going to be for everybody. So definitely not a safe blind buy, especially not at that price point. Please do not pay full retail for this. I know it can be found in other places for much better discounts. It is not worth the price it is now. The price it is now is a couple $100 more than what I got it for when I picked it up. I don't know how they justified that massive of a price jump, but it's ridiculous, and I would never. But it's really good. It is my favorite from the brand, and definitely one of my favorites in my collection. Another fragrance I'm going to put here is Black Phantom from Kilian. This is really good. This has, I believe, rum, maybe like a dark chocolate or coffee. I'm not sure, maybe a purple floral. This smells really good. It's really dark. It's not a safe blind buy. This is a really good fall fragrance. I think I'm going to keep it on my tray for the entirety of the autumn season. This one too. I feel like I put it on my tray and then I take it off and then I kind of not forget about it, but don't think to reach for it because of where I store it. So I think these two are going to be ones that stay on my tray from now until, kind of winter rolls in. But I love this scent. It's very sexy, but again, not a safe blind buy. But I know you can get travels and samples from, I'm sure, a lot of different like third-party sellers, and also directly from the Kilian website. Next, I have, this is not the original Daisy Wild that was on my perfume tray all summer long. This is the Oh So Intense Flanker. This one's a little deeper. It has like an ambery note to it. And maybe an addition of a nutty note, like a hazelnut. There's a nutty note when you first spray it on. I'm actually wearing it right now. So I thought this would be a great one to wear because it's still nice and warm outside. We still have 90 days in the 90s ahead of us. But today it's only in the 70s. So the weather's all over the place, and I thought this would be a good one to wear before our summer weather is completely gone, even though fall is technically here. Oh, I'm going to start running out of space on this tray soon. The next one I have is from Initio, and this is Side Effect. This is a boozy tobacco, warm, spicy scent. I love this. It smells so good. Oh, actually, no. That's not what this is. What did I pick up? I'm smelling it. Let me look at the cap. Oh, this is Atomic Rose. Oh, I guess I couldn't decide between the two because I really was feeling Side Effect. So I picked Atomic Rose, actually. Maybe Side Effect I'll do in November. Oh, this smells so good. So this is a kind of dark rose scent. It doesn't smell like the Delinas, but it's definitely kind of in the same family. When you first spray it, it is dark and really seductive and kind of in your face. As it dries down, that rose, it feels a little bit cleaner and softer. It's a really beautiful fragrance. I really thought I picked Side Effect. Should I swap it out? No. There's a reason why I went with Atomic Rose. I don't know why, but I love it, so I'm excited to reach for it. Let me go ahead and put it here on the tray. And can I make space for the last fragrance? Also from Initio, this is Paragon. I got this as a birthday present, and my birthday was in the spring, so when I got it, we were like heading into warmer weather, and I've heard a lot of reviews talk about how beautiful it is in the fall. So as soon as it was going to start cooling down, I knew I was going to put it on a tray so I could really give it some wears and experience it and see how I like it. I know I like it already. When I sampled it on the first time, sometime last year, I really was intrigued. I liked it. I couldn't quite decide how I felt about it, but I couldn't stop sniffing it. And so I knew I wanted it, got it for birthday gift. And so now I'm excited to actually get to wear it. And then I've got a couple little travels that I know I'm going to be reaching for. So I'm not going to put them on the tray, but I am going to talk about them. Last month, I believe. Yeah, last month or earlier this month. I can't remember when, but I hauled some Flur travel scents. I was just now trying the brand. So let me show you. I hauled 3 of them. I got Soft Spot, which you can see I have put a big dent in. I also got Somebody Would, also a good sized dent, and Missing Person, which has the biggest dent. Clearly, I have enjoyed this. So this is great for when, maybe I've finished up my day, taken an evening shower, and I want to smell nice, but I don't want to put on anything too heavy. These are kind of what I've been reaching for, and I've really, really been enjoying them. I already have a full bottle of Somebody Would, and that will be in a haul video sometime in the fall. I also picked up Vanilla Skin because everybody talks about this one. It's like their favorite. I'm not a huge vanilla, like straight up vanilla fragrance person, but I was curious. So I went ahead and picked one up, and you can see I have worn it. I do like it. It's a woody vanilla. It's when I first spritzed it on, I was like, okay, it's nice, but it's not, blowing my skirt up. But as it settled onto the skin, the base woody notes came out a lot more. It's a little bit spicy. I can't remember if there's pink pepper or something like that in the opening. But so far, I am enjoying it, especially for a, vanilla fragrance. So I am going to also be reaching for these until they run out. I am already thinking about getting a full bottle of Missing Person and Soft Spot. So we will see how that goes. Okay, so here is my October perfume tray. I'm very excited for some cooler weather, which I don't usually say too often. I usually don't like being cold, but this year I'm all about it. I'm ready for the hoodies and the sweats and getting all comfy cozy and wearing some deeper, heavier scents, in the next several months to come. If you have any recommendations for me, please leave them down in the comments below. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.